Peace and love, children of the sun. So today we got some BS that's been going on for the last few days. Um, I don't know if y'all remember a couple of years ago when the same thing happened to Envy Kane when Coach the Ghost went and did a video and said, "Oh, you're not GD no more." When the guy went in Envy's hotel room, stole his phone and his counterfeit money and his cash and whatever he had in there, deleted all of Envy Kane's videos, and posted on the page something about Woo and shout out Woo and claimed that he ran Envy Kane off. And the whole time, this nigga was just a fan who was hacking shit and trying to get clout. Well, that plus whatever other reasons, Envy fell out with Tutu and them, and they took it to the internet. I did a video saying I was in disagreement with what they did. The fact that Coach the Ghost had his face covered and showing a chopper and talking about, yeah, the location is Georgia and da 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 da. We're out here and da 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 da. And anybody wants smoke, pull up. And that was just some hot shit to be doing when you is a felon, which he's in jail right now for a body, and he had already did jail for shooting somebody, did like 7 years back in the day. But it's just crazy because they said Envy Kane said it himself that he used to be Crip. And they like, well, damn, you got shot. And then now you with the crew that shot you and you beefing with your old homies or some shit they were saying. But when Envy was getting into it with them, he said that Coach the Ghost used to be a blood. Now, I remember Coach the Ghost was part of some old Brooklyn shit before the Woos and the Chos popped off. But I don't know if they was Bloods or Crips, but that's what they claiming. Who knows? Either way, I know they putting on for the G's in New York. They both make good music. They one of the best lyricists. And I hate to see this shit, man. SBNB Bills basically calls the shots when it comes to the twirlers. If you don't know, you know, uh, Nick Blicky's cousin Zay told me, he broke it down. You have the twirlers, the shiggies, the flocks, and all these different groups. They be click banging out there, and then they all be down, with the Chos, which everybody knows the Chos actually came from a group of Sally Crips. I did the interview with Cole Kane, and he was breaking down the whole Chosen, but you got the GDs and the Crips linked up, the H Deuce Trey Crips linked up, and they call it the Chos. And then on the Wu side, you have the 8 Deuce Trey Crips with some Bloods, what I mean? The 1090s and all of them or whatever, Brims and all this and GDs or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, we don't click bang out here, you know. Even Zay was telling me that the 6 trays was having a problem with the 7 foes. You know, 6 trays try to be aligned with the 60-30ins back in the rack, but we over here, we are 7 foes. I knew Duck before he blew up, but I fucked with niggas on, like 69th, like Brick Squad Freaky, Brick Squad Killer Kills, who's originally from Land Run, Insane BD, but he started the whole JoJo World movement. I fucked with G Mac off 73rd. I fuck with Gotti off 75th Wooga World. I fuck with Seven King off 67th. You know what I mean? I don't, even FBG Prince is from the low end. FBG Duck is originally from the low end. FBG Little P, he's probably the only one that's a 60-30 in, you know what I'm saying? Because even Bud is from the Deuce. So nobody's really from 63rd. Wooski's from like 69th. His brother said they lived on 72nd. Can't get rights from 71st. Tuka was from 69th. So who really is from 63rd?
So me, baby GJ4, we had dropped a song with my son A3 Baby. He was OI. And he crip. He got faded for making a song with us, but Pop Smoke didn't get faded when he made a song with Offset.
Offset?
No, Offset.
He said Offset. Yo, bro, that's
no, you mean Quavo. It wasn't. He had a song with Offset?
It was Offset.
All right.
these guys call themselves six tray gangsters. I remember I met a six tray gangster from like Alabama because they're everywhere. They're not just in New York. It's a rapper whose name is Six Tray Gangster. That was the first time I met somebody claiming that. But I remember the first thing I said, well, are these dudes even 720? Like, are they even following the new growth and development laws? And that's when I spoke to 22G's through the homie Righty, aka Code. And I spoke to Tip, 22G's big homie, before as well. And they said, yeah, they are 720. Well, I said, well, why is these guys doing drill music then? And it's making us look bad. And they're like, well, it's giving some light and shedding light that there's GDs in New York. And I'm like, well, that's negative light. So then when I spoke to them again, niggas told me like, yeah, you got us on our shit for real, man. We trying to clean up some things, da 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 da. And then I see Tutu drop the mixtape called Growth and Development. But even when Pop Smoke died, he didn't diss him, and he was like, I'm not with that shit. I'm about growth and development. I was happy, and like I told them, I'm definitely supporting them, and fuck the other side. Them niggas be trying to bully niggas, and we ain't with it. So I hate to see when brothers is going through this type of turmoil. I seen the type of shit down here too. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you're doing good and you try to better yourselves, motherfuckers want to bring you down. Just like this new group calling themselves the new G State. I went around these niggas 2, 3 times. They talking about beefing with a whole nother group and they trying to fight to prove who's the real this, that, and the third. It's just a lot of bullshit going on within the groups. But even the group that I end up going around 2, 3 times. I'm hearing niggas say fuck OGKK and fuck Big Meech, and they saying fuck Spike G, just real disrespectful. But at the same time, you claiming G State. So, this the type of stuff you have to deal with young kids. That's why I tell y'all to stay away from gangs. I could put all type of shit on blast on here, but I'm not gonna do that. But at the end of the day, man, I fly solo. Been doing that, and it's free to mob. Um, but I hate to see Tutu going through this shit, man. The bruh been down here for a minute. He went back to New York. He caught an attempted murder. Someone got shot and outside a party or whatever. So I mean, what more do you want from him? They're like, oh, well, you left the city when Nick died, or you let Chef G and them terrorize y'all and da 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 and all this shit. But at the end of the day, you see everybody's indicted. The Woos got indicted. The Chos got indicted. I think the group was called YPF. They got indicted. You see what happened to the YGs. You see what happened to DOA and Bronx. You see what happened to the Gorilla Stones. You see what happened to Treyway. Even before Treyway, you had the 9 Treys. You see what happened to the Brims with Star Brim and Cardi B and them people. Like everybody has been indicted. So why would you just stay in the same city? And in fact, some of the Blickies who came down here got indicted and got sent off for some shit that had nothing to do with them for someone else's indictment. Raul and them, Storm and them, them guys, one of them did an interview recently with Mills TV. He was up there up north somewhere in the box. So it's like, bruh, what do you expect this man to do? You want to say, oh, he ain't around. Well, he's the only one putting out the music trying to generate some money. I'm sure he was breaking brothers off and AA and brothers and stuff like that. You have to protect the bag. So if he's not protected out there, what do you expect him to do? And at the end of the day, this is the problem with New York. New York thinks that they can just tell people, take beads off of people's necks and hats off their head and say, oh, you're not Crip no more. Oh, you're not Blood no more. Oh, you're not Folk no more. It doesn't work like that. Even when that goofy Sosa Geek tried to say, oh, you guys aren't Folk no more. Like, because he was standing next to Offset. Like, you can't tell somebody there's something no more. And stay out of our politics, goofy. But it's crazy. At the end of the day, all Tutu got to do is tap in with the guys down here if he really wanted to rock out. You feel me? Like I remember when I went around this new group, I asked him, like I seen when they had MB Kane on the phone, was trying to force him to pull up and he didn't pull up, because I guess these guys feel like, oh, if you're not with them, you're not GD. So they was trying to tell him when the last time you been to a meeting. He was like, I always AA my guys, and he was like, well, that's not coming to a meeting, so you really aren't on count. Whatever happened, he never pulled up. Now he's in the feds and he's with my brother KK, and they're taking pictures, so he's good. But end of the day, it's like if Tutu wanted to, all he has to do is tap into the group where he's at, and he doesn't have to be part of New York Dan. And that shit is just crazy. Like people think that they can take somebody's G, but just by saying it, you have to actually get put off. Just like Cali with the Crips and the Bloods, you have to get put off. Remember when Quando tried to say he dropped his flag when he lost Lil Pob out there in Cali, and he felt like the 60s set him up. And they said, well, you got to come out here and run your fades and get put off the set. It's the same thing. You can't just tell Tutu, oh, he's not G no more. You're going to have to bang it out, man. If he don't want to fight, man, you're going to have to use the tool. You're gonna have to, this shit is life or death. This shit is tattered in people's flesh, man. People done had bloodshed over this shit. You just can't tell somebody they not something they've been doing their whole fucking life, and that's all they know, you know? But for you kids, I advise you guys out there to stay civilian because this is what you go through. It's very hard to get out and be successful. You know what I mean? And it pisses me off to see people disrespecting Bills, talking about him being in the wheelchair, because I was in a wheelchair when I got hit 5 times and I had to fight for my life to walk again, you know, and it took almost a year. There's nothing to laugh and joke about, man. I just watched the video where Brick Baby was explaining when he was paralyzed and he ended up, doctor told him he wasn't going to walk again. So to see people that claim the same thing as him and that's the first thing they run to, you know, it pisses me off, you know. But as you see, Tutu did apologize for that, but he said all of this shit. He felt that Bills came at him over a song that they didn't release. Now these other little guys, this little dude, Baby G, he's like 14 years old, and the oldest guy in the room was like 16, and they were saying they did a song with an 8 Trey who was an OY from the Bronx, and that they kicked the OY out the group because he did a song with them, which is crazy because they also did a song with what's his name, DD Osama them, you know, and most of the OYs, their big homies are Crips. So this particular OY was a Crip, and the Crips put him off. But nothing happened to Didi and them when they did a song because why? They're not Crips or Bloods, they're just OYs. Now the thing is, they said, "Oh well, how come such and such did a song? Pop Smoke did a song with Offset and nothing happened." No, Pop Smoke did songs with Quavo. Quavo is nothing. And Takeoff, who passed away, tried to be a rolling 60. I don't know who and where and how because there's really none of that on the north side. I don't know where he got that from. But Offset was the GD, and he was running around singing Pop Smoke's music because Cardi was trying to make him and get him into it and playing it, and he was trying to learn to dance and this, that, and the third. Then he kind of realized, oh, these are the ops. After he's seen all of this, and now you see him in the club dropping the whoop. So and he's been hanging with Bills. So at the end of the day, man, Offset is keeping it righteous, especially after Rowdy Rebel and them was dissing Duke Deuce, who did a song with Bobby Smurder, and Bobby's not trying to be on the gangbang shit no more. He's trying to just be a gallist and run through the goddamn. You see me say? But you want to ruin the real Yardman by having him with this Yankee mentality gangbanging, and he don't want to do it no more. But y'all want to talk about, oh, them niggas better stay on Garvey. They better not step past this way. First of all, Duke Deuce is from Tennessee. He has nothing to do with y'all politics. So that means you're dissing all GDs. So why would Offset do anything with Rowdy? You know, and it was like they were really sending shots at him because you're supposed to be part of the Schmigo gang and the Schmigo movement. But when you did the little post, it was when Quavo and Offset weren't getting along. Now they're getting along again. So are you going to take that back? Or are you still going to run around here disrespecting GDs just because your little brim homies is doing it? And it's really sad, man, because a lot of them dudes, they from the island. Pop Smoke was Panamanian. I got family mixed with Panamanian. I got family mixed with Puerto Rican. I got family that lives in Spain. Half my family is Bahamian. So that's my type of crowd. I like the dude on point like P's little interviews. He seemed like a cool Jamaican dude. And I don't know if Rowdy is Bayesian or Jamaican, but he seemed like cool dude. Love Bobby Smurder to death, man. So it's like it hurts my heart to see these brothers, you know, going through. And at the end of the day, uh, you know, song Hot Nigga was my song. Hell, we didn't know they was even beefing with GDs. And when he said seeing twirl and he dropped, that was my favorite part of the song. Then I found out he was beefing with GDs and a clique of GDs going by twirlers. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And I fucks with Bobby's little EP that came out. You know, that man did 6 times platinum and a gold record. You know what I'm saying? I love the song Bobby, bitch. But I just hate to see that, man. Like, at the end of the day, I said I'm done with that shit, bro. Years ago. I ain't been active since we got indicted. But another thing is these niggas hang with a nigga I know. Every time they come down there, he's with them. He said to me, bro, I didn't want you to know this shit, but I didn't even know what GDK meant. But I know these niggas. I said, no, who? He said, man, the Sosa Geek nigga. I was in the studio with him. He showed me a video. Then when Bobby and Rowdy came down here and it was with Quavo, he was with him. Then I see he was just with Sosa Geek and Fabio for this Rich the Kid shit. I'm like, dog, so they keep calling my guy every time they come down here for to be their protector and tour guide. And this nigga's like family. So it's like, how could I even send some? How could I even allow something to happen down here and my niggas with him, bro? Like this nigga's like family, like to the point where his daughter was renting my apartment. Like, nah, I can't allow that to happen. I done gave this nigga blicks and all kind of shit. He fuck around, get in some shit, and it'll look like I was on the scene because something I had been fired. Like that's the same thing happened with FBG Measle when he died. Niggas had a hotel shootout, 5 people got hit, and his own homie's gun showed up like it was shot by JHE Trap. Now we had this dude, Freshie the General. He decided to jump out the window and pop his shit. And I remember just a few months back, people was in the comments talking about how he used to be the shit, and he tried to come back using the Batman voice like Use G's from the Bronx, and it didn't sound good, and how he fell off once somebody gave him a wedgie and beat him up and all that. But I didn't know what they was talking about because I didn't pay no attention to him like that. And now the receipts thing came out showing him with it looked like his nose was damn near broke. Then there's a video of dudes giving him a nuggie where they rubbing his head, and they gave him a wedgie. And it shows him with a ripped shirt walking down the block looking toe up. And it's like, man, bro, this is why you cannot be out here talking crazy about people. How can you say you're going to do this to two G's? Mr. Clap them up, walk them down, leave them where they standing. Mr. Brrrah, brrrah, Mr. Blickety, 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 gang, gang, gang. You going to do what? Mr. Pull up in the Corvette with the sticks? Mr. I ain't gotta check in with the GDs in Georgia because I'm moving with my own blicks. He did not check in with the guys out here, bro. Moving with his own New York squad. Okay? You think you're gonna do what to him? This is crazy, man. Straight receipts. What that boy Uncle Murder say? Crazy, crazy, shit, crazy. Shout out Tutu, man. He be with my nigga D-Lo G, man, from Brooklyn, man. You know what I mean? He took my guy on tour, man. D-Lo is good people, good folks, man. Known him for years. Okay. Well, the homies known him for years. I known him for a couple, but I knew about him for years. He was surprised I knew who he was. Nigga, I know everything. But yeah, man. Good folks, man.
Like after this, he go though. Yeah. Niggas is shit out of Tutu, bro. What a bro. I gotta look at it. Niggas is out you, bro. Gangsta, I don't care about no. I don't care about none of that. You're not nobody game, respectfully, bro. Don't even act like you somebody because you're not. Gangsta, I don't even want to start talking about shit. Tutu know, bro. Tutu know what's up. That nigga after he did all that talking that we said, he know I wasn't fucking with him. He know what I said. I hope he know what I said in the show, cause yeah, I shoot that too. And he still is tagging me and shit, gang.
I was about to say that. I be seeing him repost your music.
He still was tagging me and shit, gang. Like we cool, gang. Nah. And music shit for me, like, gee, stop playing with me, bro. Like, I'm one of these little ass boys out here, bro.
I don't think he know that. You don't.
Yeah. I think it's cause I'm so silent. He don't know. Like, gee, stop playing with me, bro. Like, I'm one of these little ass boys out here, bro.
It's my little bro. It's my big boy, yo. What's he? Spin back.
In the cab, telling the cab driver to drive.
Like, I would have expected more if he would have rolled down the window while he was making a video. It was like, yo, it's JD, nigga. What? I made a video, what you gonna do?
That's crazy, Freshie. You could die right now.